Hello and welcome to another video. We're going to continue to talk about inner join, but at this time we're going to have three tables together. So the three tables is going to happen as follows. First of all, let's examine the tables. The first table is going to be the customer table. Then it's going to be joining the order tables, and also I'm going to look for the shipper tables as well. So my whole idea from this query is to show the order ID for each order from the order tables, and along with the customer names that actually matches the shipper name and the shipper name, which is a third table. So this is going to be an inner join between three tables. Let's go ahead and find, first of all, those three tables individually. As you probably noticed, the shipper table is going to have only three records. So we have one, two, three. The customer table is going to be actually this one here, which has uh, the customer ID, customer name, and customer address and city and postal. So what is the one table, what is the table that is going to actually join these two together? It's going to be the order table, which is going to act as the junction table between customer and shippers, because the relationship between customer and orders table is going to be one to many. And also there is a relationship between the orders in the shipper tables. Shippers is going to be one to many. So in somehow the orders table is going to act as the junction table between the two. So if there is something called a junction table, it has to have a foreign key that matches the primary key in the order table, which is in this case is going to be customer's ID. And it has to have also a foreign key by the name of the primary key in the shipper table, which is the shipper ID. As long we know that the order table has both of those, we are able to go ahead and do the joining, the inner joining based on the three tables, not two. And the first thing that I'm going to do is to go ahead and say select first of all orders, start with order ID. Okay, it's not case sensitive, and I'm going to say here dot customers name, comma, and we're going to go ahead and say shippers uh, shipper's name, shipper name. So this is coming from the shipper tables, three of them. And we're going to say here from, since we have the three tables, we're going to get ready with two open parentheses. I'm going to start with orders, since this now it makes much more sense to start with orders because it's the junction table. And we're going to say here inner join, inner join, customer. Now, which comes first, customer or shipper, it doesn't matter, but it has to be on the same order. Now, this is customer is going to be joining the orders table. On order, same thing we did before in the previous videos, in order that customer's ID must be equal to the customer tables dot customer ID. This is the primary key in both in the table customers, and it's the foreign key in the order tables. And I'm going to go ahead and close the first parentheses, then another inner join. And you notice here, I'm not worried about the uppercase, lowercase shippers. On order, the same thing. Notice that order is the junction table here. Shipper ID is the foreign key in this table, and shipper ID is the primary key in the table. I'm going to close the second parentheses, and here we go. Take a look at this. I'm asking for the order ID from the order tables and customer name from the customers table, and I'm ordering shipper name from the shippers tables, and they are joined together in the junction table orders. Now we have inner joins between customers and orders. The common field between them is actually the customer ID. that comes directly from the junction table. It must be in the junction table because it has to be a foreign key there. And also it's coming from the shipper ID in the order table, which is a foreign key as well. Since it's a foreign key, it must be a primary key in that specific table, which is in this case, it is the primary key for the shippers, and this is also the primary key for the customers tables. I hope this works without any mistake that I probably usually I do, and here it goes. It's done very well. So it's actually, we got the order ID, we got the customer name, and we ended up also, even we have a three shippers in the original table for the shippers, but because the shippers are actually doing a lot of shipment for different type of orders, therefore we're going to be listing all of those here. So this is fantastic because it really shows you how easy it is to link two tables, even three or four tables. Once we understand the nature of the relationship between these two or three or four tables, it's much easier to build in the query, and based on, of course, the understanding that there is a foreign key that is going to be acting as the primary key in another tables, and how to actually use the syntax as you see it in front of you, which is much, much easier than you would think. Of course, practice is the only way to get it. Thank you so much for watching this video. We're going to continue with other videos in no time.